And we have Tim Walker. Hey, Tim, you're on the call. Hey, man, how you doing?
Good, Alex. How are you?
Good, good. So you wrote a policy on yourself.
Yeah, it's one of the first eight steps to success, isn't it? From
Yeah.
Andy's personal use. So yeah, I wrote a accidental death policy and with Foresters, so I could get a Forester's benefits and Forester's certificate. And
That
I'm working on a Sons of Norway now, also because I was able to get into the last open window for Sons of Norway.
Wow, dude. Congratulations.
So I probably got guarantee, a small policy from them just so that I can finalize my writing number with them. But I'm excited. So,
Well, good for you, man. So Tim exemplifies the be your own best customer. When I first got in insurance, I think I got my license December 8th, 1999. I wrote a policy on myself that was issued on December 24th, 1999. And I still have that policy. It was a home certain policy with F&G Life, with disability and return of premium. It had all the bells and whistles. But I didn't feel like it could be a legitimate agent, like legit agent, meaning, I felt like I would gain my superpowers when I had my own policy from one of my companies. There was something about having my policy in my briefcase that if someone asked me, Alex, so what did you get for your family? You have some of these clients that try to be kind of smart with you, and sometimes they're schooled on that. It's like if a stockbroker asks you to buy stock, ask him how much that he invested, right? So I want to be able to use that as my utility belt, like Batman. That someone asked me, I had my policy. It's like, well, as a matter of fact, I use it as a closing technique. Okay. So at the end of it's a post-sale technique that I always used when I was in the field, is I would tell the client, okay, now would you like to see, so everything's buttoned up, we got the policy taken care of, we wrote everything up, and now it's the post-sale. So if you watch my videos, I talk about the post-sale. This is where you lock the sale in. So I'd ask the client, hey, by the way, Joe and Mary, would you like to see what your policy is going to look like? And they're kind of looking at each other. Yeah, I guess. Let me show you my policy. So I go down to my briefcase, I pull out my policy, and I do the waka, waka, waka. Here's my policy. Yours is going to look very similar to this one because all insurance policies in the state of Ohio are mandated to have the same things in the contract. So let me show you what I did for my family. And then this is what yours is going to look like. So I open up the policy. I go to the policy summary page. I say, now you see the summary of benefits here. You see the issue date here. This is when it was issued. Yours is going to have that. It's going to show you all the benefits that you signed up for. Okay, and then I show them mine. So you see that I covered my family for $150,000. I actually got the return of premium rider, disability rider, the child rider. I have all these, right? And then I go to the next page. Now, this is the summary of what you're going to pay over the next X number of years. So you see here, I've got a 30-year term policy. You can see that the price is the same for the next 30 years. And then it doesn't exactly end, but you see that the price goes up if I wanted to keep it. Okay, now, why would I want to keep it? Well, in a situation, if I've got a terminal illness, well, then it would make sense for me to try to keep that policy going at the end of the term, for the period of time, even if it goes up a little bit. I'd want to still keep it, but it gives you the option to continue your policy if you really needed to. Okay. Then here's a provision regarding suicide. Here's the riders. This is the section for the riders, explains all your riders. And then at the end is a copy of your application that we filled out tonight. Okay. So your policy is going to look exactly like mine. Now, what did you just do? Number one, you tell the client that you believe in insurance. Number two, that you love your family, right? That you covered your family the way that they covered theirs, right? Number three, they know that you're legit because you believe in your own product. I don't care what kind of policy you write, as long is it's one of our policies because it's one of our companies. Now we've got what, 35, 40 companies, but I don't think that you're legit agent until you get your own policy with us. Okay. That I'm just, because it makes no sense for you to carry around some, old policy that you have with another insurance company that you don't believe in, because you should believe in your products. Right. So I think, just my humble but accurate opinion, that you won't feel legit to go out there until you have your own policy that you can show your clients, right? It is your power. This is where you got your superpowers as a superhero, is when you have your own policy. So I know we got some new people on here. I'm telling you, man, it is a powerful thing to have your own policy, Taekwon, that you can show people. Hamza, it's brand new. Dale, you got your own policy, baby. You show it to them, then you feel legit, and you feel, what do they call it? Moral authority? Moral authority that you got your own policy to show them. All right. So great job, Tim. Thank you for exemplifying the be your own best customers. So I appreciate that.